Next up, we have Aussie Yen here. Audjpy. So still is bullish. It's above this moving average, but it's been really flat for a while here. So we our range for this month, I set this all up earlier. So our range for this month is between 95 level and 90. I do think it's going to break lower, and so this moves roughly 500 pips a month. So this is kind of our monthly move. 95 level is our high, then 90 level here is our projected low. So break this down a little bit further. You can see price came up, rejected this zone many times. Now it came lower. It's creating lower lows and lower highs. You can see with this little, might be easier to see on the 4 hour. So you can see lower lows, lower highs, all the way through. It is slightly above this 4 hour moving average right now, so not looking for any shorts yet. I do think this is going to crack this daily moving average eventually. It might just take a while. It's pretty slow moving, pretty flat, but this is your main level that you need to be broken here. I would actually just move this up, and then we can see, because I think that, you know, if it breaks this area, I think that'll be enough for it to really start to head lower. And so, you know, as long as everything else lines up, we got this nice price action here. So like I said earlier, on this 4 hour, you got lower lows, lower highs. And so I'm just going to actually tighten this up. This is my main level. This 93.70 area is what I need to be broken. We can actually extend it here as well, this far here. So you can see price rejected this 3 times. Now we just need this to break, and then that'll give us our new low for the 4 hour. You can see lower lows, lower highs. That'll be our next one down here. And then look for a small retest, and then something like this. And then yeah, look for that retest, and then I would look for a short. And then the only thing is price is still technically bullish because it is above this moving average, so it's a little risky. So when it comes down to it, and you know, once price actually does break this zone, I'm not 100% sure if I would take it. I'd really have to analyze the chart at the time of it breaking and just see kind of momentum and stuff, if it's worth taking. You do have other areas of heavy support down here. This 93 level is huge, so I might actually just draw that out just so I can see and keep it in mind. So this 93 level, and then we need price to break that ultimately, and then it'll most likely go to all the way to our monthly target, which is 90 here. So, and then this is October 2nd, so this is, you know, the end of the month, beginning of the new one. So this is our target timeline. So it'll look something like this once price breaks this zone. This is my first trade that I would consider on this pair. If it breaks this level here, so we'll just extend this so we know what kind of risk to reward we're looking at. So again, close to double digits, because we are still at the beginning of the month. So this is why you want to get on these trades early on the month. And if everything sets up good, then you can get in on them, and then you get really good risk to rewards because they still have a lot of monthly movements. So I mean, this moves 500 pips in a month, and it's barely moved 100. So it still has 400 pips of good range that it can do this month. So that's why I like getting in on these early, because then it, you know, it really reduces your risk and maximizes your rewards. So as a trader, it's kind of what you want. So yeah, waiting for price to break this zone. You can see it is really significant and nicely respected. You can see here, here, and here. So just need it to break and then retest something like this, and then yeah, I would enter this, and then I would just wait for, you know, figure out where the next liquidity area is. So as price comes down, it's going to create a liquidity area, most likely a little bit above this zone here, maybe around here, and then it'll break, and then we'll have another liquidity zone that we could use, something like this, let's say as protection, and we just extend our stop a little bit above it or right at it, and then it'll be something like this, and then you have price, you know, this liquidity zone to protect us, and then we have this one, you know, this future one here that'll create most likely to protect us. And then yeah, then you set your stop, and you know, you set your target. You watch this closely, make sure it breaks this 93 level as it comes down. If it gets really sus and it looks bad, then you just dump your trade and, you know, take your bit of profit that you have, and then, you know, wait for another re-entry, and then, or if it blows through this 93 level, then you just hold it. And that's exactly what I'm going to do, all the way down to this 90 level here, and probably get close to a double-digit risk to reward. And yeah, you can see it actually has already created some resistance to the top here. You can see there's multiple wicks, right here in this daily section here, right after this huge bearish candle. Price came down and it's rejected this little area too, so it's creating lower liquidity areas. So it used to be this one, now it's this one, so everything is setting up real good on this one, guys. So this is Audjpy. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.